Bandit, right?
Yep.
You take one of us out again. In fact, you ever even think of racing us and ruin the races of innocent racers, then we will find you. And then we'll eat both of your arms, then both of your legs, and then we will eat your helmet right off your head. Do you understand?
Please.
Yes. So you will be this armless, legless, helmetless thing, won't you? Rolling down the track like a turd in the wind. Do you feel me?
What the hell are you?
We are Swansea. And on second thought,
Please.
hello everyone and welcome.
Yep. No, that's mine. Hello everyone and welcome back to the BUKC from the perspective of the Swansea University Motorsport team. And at last, welcome to the BUKC mains. It's been over 3 months since what was a slightly disappointing qualifiers for us as a team. We had 4 teams, tried to get all 4 of them into the mains, but unfortunately thanks to some bandits who ruined a few of our races, we only managed to get 2 in the mains, and obviously the other 2 are in the inters, and obviously that incident is what all that at the start was about. So with this being the mains championship, we are obviously focusing on the A and B team, who are our 2 teams to get through to the mains. If you wonder where the C and D team are, they're obviously in the inters, and there will be videos for them, and that will be out as soon as I can possibly manage it. But for now, yep, focusing back on the A and B team. As I mentioned, we ran our qualifying teams as evenly as possible to give each team a fair chance of getting into the mains, but now, this being the championship proper, we have reverted to our proper lineups. And here are those driver lineups, accompanied by some fantastic stats that I've put together for our drivers. So in the A team, we've got Roman Haskett, Ryan Edwards, Adam Pugh, and myself. Roman is leading the way in terms of average, but he has only raced in 2 races. Ryan, meanwhile, is leading the way for drivers from last year, and Adam's just edged me out in the old guard, but he's not leading the old guard because that title belongs to Ben Goodman with 1,019 points, although he has raced in 2 races more, giving him a lower average. Jeremy Todd is second of last year's lot. James Derrick, our captain, we'll just ignore him. And then Piotr Brzezinski is just behind Roman in terms of stats for the B team. That is your B team lineup. So heading straight into race 1, we're going to be on board with Mr. Jeremy Todd, who's starting in P14 for the B team, and here he is doing a fantastic impression of his famous crash from last year. Nobody asked him to do it, he just felt the need to. So with Jeremy now fully prepared, we are going to start this race. Should point out it was damp as well, but hopefully that won't affect Jeremy too much as we get going. And already, Jeremy in the middle of a Club 100 sandwich as we head into turn 1. You can see a couple of people on the outside. There's a man in a silver helmet going actually a very, very nice move down the inside. He's made up a few positions there, and Jeremy now going to the inside of hairpin 1 as we head through the corner. Looks like Jeremy's just about holding on to position. No spins yet. A couple of people on the outside, so hopefully Jeremy's going to make a few positions as we head into the scrum of the Club 100 field at the start of a race, and Jeremy getting through hairpin 2 nicely as well. A couple of people on the outside, Jeremy giving that man in the white helmet a bit of a whack, and now he's on the inside. Actually, yeah, there we go, very well done. He's got 2 people, and he's now coming up on someone with a fantastically colourful helmet. Look at that, that is glorious. But Jeremy looks like he's going to go to the inside for the right hander. There's a bit of contact. He's going to look like he's going to get the man in the black helmet as well. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. This is a really exciting start. Jeremy normally doesn't have exciting starts, so I don't really know what to do, and now he's getting tucked in behind the man called Turn, I think that is. I think I just saw that, and Jeremy looks like he's going to turn in on Turn. Get it? Because his name's Turn? Yeah, okay. It looks like he's lost a place to the charcoal black helmet of one of the Swansea Met drivers. There's still a bit of argy-bargy going on in front, so hopefully Jeremy's going to be able to make up a few positions as we head down towards the right-hander, whose corner I don't name, but Jeremy's got in a good move there. Looks like he's got 2 for the price of 1 there. Is he going to get 3? No, sure, no, he's gone for good defensive, the charcoal, but oh my giddy aunt, he's got 3 people in 2 corners. Take a bow, son, take a bow. But yeah, great racing there. Jeremy racing the man from Swansea Met in the charcoal black helmet, and here he goes again. Yep, there's charcoal black going down the inside, but he's run it too wide because the track is still a bit damp. So Jeremy making the position back up there. And now we're coming back into the right-hander. It looks like he's behind Turn again. Turn Is he going to be able to get the turn in on him? No, because Charcoal Black is also now coming down the inside of Jeremy, so it looks like he has lost that place for the moment again. It's good racing here between Swansea and Swansea Met, heading now back into the right-hander. Lots of overtaking going on here. Jeremy getting the move done once again as we head now back the same corner again. He's trying to get the turn in on turn, and there's some hand gesturing going on. And once again, Charcoal Black helmet has got through, and that looked like Nicky Richardson on the outside going very slowly as we head now into turn 1. It looks like, has Jeremy got him again? Yes, he has. Fantastic race. Fantastic little race going on here between Jeremy and the Charcoal Black helmet of Swansea Met. But I think as we come out of hairpin 2, Jeremy looks a little bit slow there. And yes, there we go. Charcoal Black has now got down the inside. He's giving him the signal to work together. Jeremy might be well advised to do that, but no, there goes a man who looks like, based on the back of his race suit, he should have a bus pass instead of a BUKC license, and that brought an end to the fight between Jeremy and Charcoal Black from Swansea Met. And if you think I'm going to call them UWTSD Swansea instead of Swansea Met,
take your 10 and stick it where the sun don't shine.
so you just noticed Jeremy getting overtaken there, and he gets overtaken again by this man in the white helmet. He gets a bit of a bump there, and now he's being overtaken by one of the green hoodies from Southampton, although he does get his revenge on the man in the white helmet. I love the sound of someone laughing at somebody else's misery. Anyway, it also looks like Green Hoodie has gone off, and Jeremy is having a battle with this man from the University of Leeds. Is Jeremy going to be able to get the exit on him? No, it looks like he's actually going to be overtaken now by a man he overtook earlier, and so Jeremy losing a bit more positions, but now Jeremy's going to try a similar move to what he tried on this man earlier, but now he's lost 1, 2, 3, he's lost another place to the man in the green hoodie, and now in one fell swoop, Jeremy has lost 3 positions. But is he going to be able to fight back coming out of the right-hander, or Garda? I think it's one of the few corners I actually know the name of, but it looks like as we come through Cafe Curve, it looks like maybe no, he doesn't. But now we're coming out of hairpin 2, and is Jeremy going to get the exit? Yes, he is. Well done, that man. As we head now down towards, nope, we're going to cut away immediately back into hairpin 2. Is Jeremy about to get overtaken? Yes, it looks like he is. Do you know what? The helmets in this race have been absolutely fantastic. That was another 10 out of 10 helmet. Well done, that man, as well. Jeremy's helmet's pretty sweet as well. And now he's been overtaken by that man with the 10 out of 10 helmet, and also by the man in the white helmet again. That is the advantage of these new Club 100 karts. You can spin off. I think he's spun off twice, and he's been overtaking Jeremy again. And there goes the man in the truly spectacular helmet. That is just fantastic. Is Jeremy going to be able to get the exit on him here? No, he isn't, as man in spectacular helmet drives away. And now we're coming into the right hander, and there's the man who Jeremy has overtaken the right hander a few times. He's now got the move done into the right hand, and Jeremy looks like he's now lost more positions to someone who thinks he's the Stig coming out of into Garda, sorry. So Jeremy losing more positions, and we head back into, and then there we go. Jeremy losing more positions to a man in an orange helmet. Is just going from bad to worse as we come on to the final lap. It looks like actually there's a bit of argy-bargy going from front, so will there be an opportunity for Jeremy to get some places while we're coming into the right hand? And looks like Jeremy might be able to get one on the orange man. And yes, he has for the moment. Is he going to go for the overtake on the Stig? No, he hasn't. In fact, he's given him a bit of a bump. He's run wide, he's lost the rear, and now he's lost a further 2 positions. The man in the orange helmet and another man in a black helmet and black suit. So as we come up to the finish line, a really good race from Jeremy. He really got his elbows out, but unfortunately he just lost a few too many positions at the end there, and sadly he ended up finishing in P25. In race 2, we've got Ryan Edwards starting in P14 as well for the A team, but more importantly, we've got Ben Goodwin for the B team, starting in P4, and we're going to get this race underway straight away again. Ben starting behind Homer Simpson, and it looks like he might have already lost pace. Yes, he has, to that man in the orange helmet. As we now head down towards hairpin 1, looks like Ben's got somebody else on his inside. Is Ben going to be able to fight him off? Possibly, maybe. I think, yes, it looks like, no, he's been run wide, but now, no, Ben's got the inside line. So, yes, Ben gets that position back and holds P5 for the moment. Ryan, meanwhile, also got quite a decent start as well. We see him here hunting down the 97 of a team who I just don't know who they are, but it looks like he's gone to the inside line, a popular move so far, and it looks like he has got that move done for the moment. But is the man from 97 going to have a look back? He has a look, but is unable to get the overtake done, and now Ryan goes in pursuit of a man who I know for a fact is wearing a crash test dummy helmet. I don't know what that says about that man in particular, but there it looks like, yes, here we go. Ryan going to the inside of turn 1. Is he going to get the move done on the man on the crash test dummy? Adam's head's in the way. I can't see what's going on. Ryan, where are you? Adam, get out of the way. Adam, Ryan, I think, is that him? Yes, it is. Yes, there we go. He has got in front of the crash test dummy, but is he going to keep in front of 97? Yes, he is. Fantastic racing from Ryan, so he's going to go marching on. And now we're back on board with Ben, who's still in P5 and therefore doing a really good job from the start. Let's just hope he doesn't crash into this barrier right now.
Oh, no.
We live in hope. Anyway, the standard procedure is normally to cut away from this race and never show any of it again, but unfortunately we have a lack of GoPro footage for this weekend. And anyway, isn't that the bloke that cost me P5 in my first qualifiers race at Wilton?
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
It's a good job then that Ben overtakes this guy into the right-hander, because otherwise I was apparently going to lose my liver. Anyway, Ben does go on to have a bit of a race with this guy in the blue and black race suit, and as we come into the right-hander once again, just a few laps later, Ben is able to get that move done. Very popular move today, that move into the right-hander. And now we're heading into hairpin 2, and is Ben going to get, looks like Ben's going to get a cheeky double overtake there. Well done, that man. That is a very decent move indeed, but as we come back into hairpin 2, Ben's gone wide, and it looks like he's just been overtaken by a man in a bandit race suit. So Ben, unfortunately, if you're not able to get him back, that is going to cost you your testicles, I'm afraid. But actually, hang on. Ooh, that is a very decent move. So I think for that, you can actually have your testicles back. Ryan, meanwhile, a bit like Jeremy, wasn't able to capitalise on his good start. You just saw him there getting mugged off by the yellow helmet of Piers Pryor. Now he's being mugged off by the man with the best helmet in the BUKC. It is Thomas Fox as he goes round the outside through the fast right-hander. And now we are, where are we? We are back with Ryan on the camera, and there looks to be a bit of a scrum going on in front of him. Is Ryan going to be able to pick up any places? No, it doesn't look like he is, and I think that is all the footage that exists of Ryan for this race. Ben, meanwhile, gets a little overtake on that guy into hairpin 1, and we just go past a spin there where I'm really interested to find out what happened. But yeah, that was, sadly, that was Ben's race. He did the best he could after that spin, and I actually think he came in to finish in P23, and Ryan was in P18 after a couple of penalties. I think on track he finished in P22. We're now into race 3, and it's just one person from the Swansea A team. It's Mr. Roman Haskett, and starting in P8, and they've just got away before I even had a chance to properly introduce it. That's rude. But anyway, yeah, it looks like Roman has stuck to the inside. He's maintaining position for the moment as he goes defensive into hairpin 1. Oh, there is a... To be fair, actually, they all held that spectacularly. Well done, those men. Anyway, we're now going into hairpin 2, and Roman would appear to have made up a few positions heading into the fast left-hander. I actually had to check, make sure that was left as I commentated on it, but Roman holding what looked to be P6 for the moment there, but he's now in the cathedral of the cauldron that is motorsport, heading down through the left and right-handers, and now through this very artistic shot, we see him getting a decent overtake on that number 60, and it was going really well for Roman, but unfortunately, for those of you that perhaps know him, he has got a bit of a fiery temper and he is quite bullish on the track, and that did unfortunately result in a black flag for taking about 2 positions through contact, and whilst I think he got a good move there, he would ultimately finish in P35. We're now into race 4, starting on board with me for the A team, starting in P29, and not a lot happened in the opening stages of my start, but as we come through hairpin 2, you can see there, it looks like I've got mugged off, but actually that was tactical, and you can just see there looked to be about 3 drivers in the middle of the track, so yeah, a couple of executions, there was another execution right there, so now we're heading through the fast right-hander, heading into the fast left-hander. Looks like I'm going to get a move on this bandit, heading into the right-hander, again, popular move today, and as we're heading out of the right-hander, there's a massive bump right there, so already a bit on the back foot, but I've got the inside line coming into the right-hand hairpin as we head through Garda. It looks like, yeah, that's Dale Stevens from Warwick, and if you thought that was a bit argy-bargy right there, just have a look at this. So yeah, that happened, got absolutely shafted there, but fortunately, given the amount of carts that were involved in that crash, for the first time as far as I can remember, a safety cart got thrown out. And as well as this, they also got a sign telling us to calm down. But I'm not going to calm down. I'm second from last. I've got nothing to lose. And hopefully, as the music is demonstrating, soon to follow is an epic montage designed to inspire anyone who's in this sort of situation how to fight back. Like sending that guy for a picnic, getting 2 guys off the restart, and doing overtakes such as these. possibly overdid it there, but this video needed something to spice it up. Anyway, I do get overtaken once by this man, Francisco, from Bristol, and he is a Premier driver, so whilst I do get him back, he is naturally going to overtake me again, although I am going to give him a run for his money as we head into hairpin 2. I'm going to take the outside line, see if I can get the throttle right on the exit, but unfortunately, that's not what I've been able to do, and he is off and away. And that was the end of the race. I throw a little shaka because I still had a really good time. It was still really fun recovering from 35th or second from last to 23rd, but again, that's about 12 positions. Imagine if I hadn't been caught up in the accident at the start. We could have been looking at a top 15 finish. That would have been fantastic. But oh well, we're going to leave that to Adam Pugh from the Swansea A team to do that. He was starting in P23 and he got a fantastic P11, so a very good drive from the fashion statement. Piotr Brzezinski was also in this race for the B team. He started 33rd and finished in P30. So a very good drive from our man in his first race in the mains. Jesus! We're into the final sprint race of the day now, and that belongs to James Derrick for the B team. He was starting in P21. He's going to go to the outside of hairpin 1. That can be a dodgy move in case there are spinners like there have been there, but it looks like Derrick has timed that to absolute perfection. He's now got a decent line coming into hairpin 2. He's going to go toe-to-toe with a man who thinks he's Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, it's his team number, so it's not actually his fault, but I'm just going to have a go at him anyway, and Derrick slots in behind. But as we come into hairpin 1 a few laps later, Derrick goes incredibly defensive in there. He looks like he's lost the rear end, and that could be problematic because he's got what looks like the entire population of Andorra behind him, and it looks like 2 people have gone down his inside, possibly forced him out. That man with the face getting in the way, I'm not happy about that, and they come through, and oh, Derrick's run wide again. He's lost a position there. Is he going to use more positions? Yes, it looks like he is. He's lost 1, possibly 2, and at this point you can see he's losing positions, and I decided, you know what, stop this, I'm going for lunch, I can't bother to film this. And if you've got a problem with that, Derrick, all I would say to you is,
Be gone, vile man! Be gone from me!
Derrick ultimately finished in P28, and as for the overall results, it wasn't as good as it possibly could have been for both of our teams. The Swansea A team were in P33, and the Swansea B team were in P47. So yeah, again, as I've said before, for the A team it was a case of what could have been. What if Roman hadn't got his black flag? What if I hadn't been involved in that start line pile-up? Who knows? All I know is that we've got some work to do in the endurances, which is exactly where we head to now. And sadly, there have been some budget cuts for the SUMC. We used to have a shiny pit board, but now we've just gone InSign and a radio, which is very sad indeed. But we're going to jump straight on board for the first endurance, and we've got Jeremy Todd starting just behind Ryan Edwards there, P16 and P14 respectively. So here we go. Jeremy going to the outside, Ryan immediately diving to the inside. Looks like Ryan's already made up a place. Yes, he has. Jeremy going to try and follow him through, and he's followed him through on one person, but that looks like to be another person from the University of Bristol. And Jeremy going to the outside again, risky manoeuvre, but it looks like, is it going to work out for Jeremy? Oh, he's looked like, has he got those 2 positions? Maybe he has, because there are 2 people on his outside. There's someone down his inside. There's a very orange helmet, and that looks like the man from the University of Bristol. He's on the outside line, but Jeremy's going to fight down the inside. So very good racing from Jeremy at the start there as we now head down through the very fast right-hander. We've got a man with an orange strip down his helmet, and is Jeremy going to go for the popular move down the right? Yes, he is. Well done, that man. And now we're heading up to the right-hander. That man in the orange helmet, very unhappy with Ryan gesticulating towards him, and now we've got another man in an orange and yellow helmet, and he's got down the inside Jeremy. So overall, very good start for Jeremy, and now we've got some Swansea on Swansea action. Looks like Jeremy and Ryan both trying to overtake someone, and Jeremy would have been in on Ryan there, I reckon, but he's just been overtaken by another man in a white helmet as we now head up towards Cafe Curve, and it looks like that man with the orange stripe down his helmet is trying to have a go. He's gone down the inside, so we're heading, and there's another person on his inside, and that leaves Jeremy. Oh, hang on, Jeremy getting absolutely mugged off here. That's the Ferrari helmet of a person who I should know the name of, but I don't. But I do know the name of that man in the pink helmet. That is, of course, Piers Pryor. And here's a man with actually quite a nice helmet in the red and silver. Is that a chrome effect as well? It might be. Oh, God. And just to confound Jeremy's misery, he's been overtaken by one of the Tony Kart bots. He's got his hand up in the air. He's been forced wide, and there's nothing Jeremy can do about that. Is he going to get overtaken again? Doesn't look like it for the moment. So then we're heading further on, and it looks like Ryan has succumbed to the fast people as well. So now we've got Jeremy versus Ryan as we're coming out of Garda, heading up towards Cafe Curve, and we're going to be Jeremy getting really up his trumpet. And is Jeremy going to look to have a move into turn 1? No, maybe not. That's possibly some racing respect going on right there. Jeremy not wanting to overtake the A team, but now we're heading a few laps later, and Jeremy loses it a bit, and now he's lost out to a man in a, I can't quite work out what colour that is. I'm going to go with grey and red. Interesting, very good. Oh my giddy, oh, that is a fantastic helmet right there. 10 out of 10 for the helmets today, and it looks like he's almost being overtaken by Senior once again, and now we are a little bit further on. Jeremy tucked in behind Piers Pryor. I'm slightly amazed already there, but oh my God, there's been almost a horrific accident. Jeremy nearly dying right there as the man with a really good helmet did disappear, but now Jeremy being overtaken by somebody who looks to be in Ryan's race suit, and now we're heading further on. Looks like this is time to call Jeremy in, and as we do that, he's going to come in and he's going to pass over control to Ben, and here's the wonderful shot of the transition between drivers as Ben gets ready to go. Obviously, slightly different procedure. Oh no, we're not going to show that anyway. But yeah, coming on to Ben's race, not really a lot happened during his stint, apart from him coming across these two blokes in the white helmets. That's Ben getting a little bit aggressive, but it looks like it might have a little bump, and that allows Ben to go down the inside, and now he's got to go onto the man in the white helmet. Has he gone down the inside of the right-hander? Yes, he has. Would he do anything else? Not likely. So now Ben on his way. We see Roman going through shot there. He was partnering Ryan. Unfortunately, once again, he got himself a penalty. This was for advantage by contact, so he dropped down 4 positions at the end. And as for Ben, he put in a very solid middle stint. Actually, his first middle stint ever in the BUKC. He normally starts. He also had a decent race with this man, Homer Simpson, from Warwick, as we're now heading through. It looks like Ben has given the signal to come in. I think that was a Heil right there. And are we going to see that amazing shot of the transition between drivers? Yes, we are. Hands over the fuel cap, and Jeremy goes on his way. Now we're coming into a bit of a scrap with the man with a very, very nice helmet indeed, and that looks to be a bandit. Jeremy, you've got to overtake him, otherwise we are going to have to claim both of your testicles. But as we head now through Cafe Curve, looks like Jeremy's got a bit of a run on the man who he needs to get his testicles back from. He's going to go to the outside. Has he got the option to go? No, he hasn't. In fact, he's actually lost his rear end and lost another position. So I think at the moment, testicles, no more. But now it looks like, oh no, hang on. I might have spoke too quickly. Jeremy getting into real scrum right there. He's overtaken the man in the amazing helmet. Is he going to get this man in the red and white race suit? It doesn't look like it for the moment, and in fact, he isn't for the moment, but we're now heading down the hill towards the fast right-hander. It looks like Jeremy, is he going to go for a daring overtake down the inside of the right-hander? I mean, did you even need to... Did I even need to ask that question? But coming into hairpin 1, Jeremy's been overtaken by that man with a really shiny helmet, and now we are back. I promise you it is a different lap. Jeremy being overtaken by someone in a bandit suit, but not a bandit helmet, so it's not bad. But Jeremy looks like he's going to claim his testicles back right now. Is that going to be a double overtake? It might be. No, not quite, because the man in the very sparkly helmet has got through, and now I believe somehow we're already behind the bandit once again. Jeremy giving him a little bit of a nudge, giving him a hand of apology, but that doesn't look like it's going to help, because Bandit Man has come back down the inside into hairpin 1. Jeremy, seriously, do you want to have children? I hope so. And that move right there demonstrating his innate need to reproduce. And that was the end of the race. A really decent showing from Ben and Jeremy. They finished in 19th, and Roman and Ryan were in P25. We're into my race now. I'm starting in P24, and I am just behind James Derrick, so the A and B team have swapped rounds in terms of who's behind who. So coming down the inside, going to fight off that man on the left. Can I catch up to Derrick? I'm going to go to the outside, and looks like there's been an execution. There's been an absolute execution right there, and this is really keeping with the theme of the start so far. Everyone being a lot more aggressive, and I can't help but wonder, is that because of the fact that the risk of spinning is less? And that led to a really big yellow flag into hairpin 1, which was a bit of a ball ache, because it meant that if you got good throttle coming out of it, you'd get overtaken into hairpin 2, much like I have just been right there. So not very good start to this race for myself, but as we're coming through the first corner, we're gonna there's still that yellow flag. This is lap 3, I believe. So have I got the exit? It doesn't look like it at the moment. I think I might have slightly ballsed that up as we head back into hairpin 2. Am I going to get overtaken? No, I'm not. But as we come into the right-hander, the Cobb Salad has been very, very aggressive. I don't think there was any need for that, and I've lost about 3 positions there. And yep, make that 4. The man who I was racing earlier has also got past me. So we're going to head up towards Cafe. No, we're not. We're going to cut away. We're going to cut away to basically the same place. And there is James Derrick, and it looks like he's just been mounted, and he's just lost a load of positions. I believe that was the Cobb Salad who decided to do a bit of mounting right there, but now I've got potentially a run on the Cobb Salad as we head into turn 1. Am I going to get the move done? I go for it, but it doesn't look like it's going to pay off just for the moment as we head down towards hairpin 1. No, it doesn't look like I'm going to get that move done. And here we go. This is a throwback. If you remember my rookies video from the very first season, this is me fighting Archie Hobson from Warwick B, I believe he's racing for now. Good to see him graduating into the mains. He's a very aggressive driver. You see there, he's just forced me straight off the track, but I'm having none of it, and I just cut back directly in front of him. So this is a potentially a little spicy race going out now, although it probably shouldn't be happening because at this stage in an endurance race you should be trying to hold position as much as possible, but we're still going to go fighting. I'm going to go down the inside into hairpin 2 as he just came down the inside of me into hairpin 1. Now this bloke has also got past me. I believe that's also somebody from Bristol. So as we head into hairpin 1, looks like Archie has gone down the inside, and perhaps this time he has got the move done and dusted. Somebody else just got past me, and you know what, for enough of this, I give the thumbs up to say that I'm coming into the pits, and let's just hope, of course, that this race does not take any more drastic turns. It's just unbelievable. It really is unbelievable what's just happened. I've just got angry at something in karting. I never get angry. Let's find out what the judges thought of my reaction.
10.
Mum and Dad would be so proud. Anyway, so Adam got set out on his way and tried to do the best he could with us stone dead last. Basically what was happening was that after excessive amounts of running during the day, the batteries were dying. Hopefully this is a cause that will be rectified in time for the next race. The solution was found though. The main thing was to not turn the engine off during the pit stop, so let's make sure Adam doesn't do that.
Don't turn the engine off! Don't turn the engine off!
It's that guy's reaction more than anything that gets me. Anyway, fortunately the engine did start, and I just set about trying to go as fast as I possibly could, which is effectively what I managed to do. Set a 47.0, which was the 4th fastest time from the Swansea boys of the day. But as we head into hairpin 1, we can see that I have caught up to the back of James Derrick, and this isn't for position, this is just me trying to unlap myself. So I've got to be as careful as possible if I am going to get the overtake done. It looks like, am I going to go for the traditional overtake down the right-hander? Yes, I am, but because I don't want to take Derrick off, it's racing respect, and I give him as much room as I can possibly give. But unfortunately it looks like there's a man in a black helmet who might be overtaking me, but I say see you later and leave him alone. And now as we come into hairpin 2, that man in the white helmet's gone for a massive lunge down the side of Derrick, and that has fortunately allowed me to take as easy an overtake as I possibly could. And just to top it all off, I go around the outside of this guy on the right-hander. That's pretty embarrassing for you. Take that, you dick. That's what you get for trying to overtake Derrick. The only thing that really happened in the rest of the race was I overtook that guy in the orange and white helmet, and that did indeed bring an end to the race and the end to the day. Didn't go so well for us, but to be fair, having lost the battery, we ended up still P31 for the A team, and the B team did a superb job finishing 20th, which overall gave them P29 in the standings for round 2, and the A team unfortunately fell down to P43. Just see another bit of racing respect there between myself and Derrick. So what that ultimately meant for round 1, where do we stand? Well, the A and B team are tied on points with 84 points between them. I'm not entirely sure why Swansea A are in front of Swansea B, but I guess that is just the way the cookie crumbles. Now it's been a difficult day, I think, for our teams today, particularly for the A team, because no thanks to me, we came in with a bit of expectation riding upon our shoulders. I may or may not have tipped us for the Clubman Championship as dark horses, and you know, it's still doable. It's not beyond the realms of possibility, but I think it's going to be quite difficult to achieve given what's gone on today. But no matter, the B team are looking seriously strong this year, and I think this has all the makings of a fascinating fight between the two Swansea teams for ultimate Swansea supremacy, and I think hopefully we will all look forward to seeing that. And that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you made it this far in as well. If you did, why not like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Be sure to look out for the intermediate video that's going to be coming out very soon, and we will see you at Three Sisters. And the final thing for me to say now is ta-ta and farewell.